and along the Nadco report. Remember, all those issues in the Nadco report, including the audit of 2022, including the issue of the IBC reconstitution, right coming back to the issue of Article 43, and all the legislative agenda therein. In the Nadco report, for each of the issues that were raised, and the Nadco report just didn't take the initial issues. You know, in their statement of issues, they mentioned various issues, but when the stakeholders came on board, 708 stakeholders, 258 memorandums that they received, 60 stakeholders who are expert stakeholders came back. Therefore, the raft of issue increased, and in each of those issues, they made observations, collected information, made observations, and made recommendations. It's a raft of a lot of recommendations, which over time we've put for us to get to this stage, when now we can go to the various stakeholders and say, for example, for the community-based organizations, to the ministries, to the independent commissions, to the state departments, to the various organizations that we are contacting with, these are the issues, means we've had to go into the Nadco report, extract these, and be able to write the specific issues, because these issues are not homogeneous across the board. They're heterogeneous. So one organization is dealing with certain aspects, for example, various commissions and various ministries, and others are dealing with various aspects. So we have to disaggregate. So we send the relevant issue. The third issue that we've been dealing with, which is very important, is the issue of defining our scope. What is our scope for coverage? And we have agreed our scope for coverage is the whole of the Nadco report. So it's going to be a lot of data there that we've been preparing in terms of putting it together and sending out the stakeholder requests for memorandum. If you look at some of the stakeholders' memorandum that we've sent out to, and we have enlisted about 206 stakeholders, and many more are coming on board, some who didn't participate in the Nadco initially, because our focus has been on the implementing agencies. But we do realize that every Kenyan has a right, and every Kenyan might want to say something about the 10-point agenda. So we have disaggregated to realize that on the Nadco report, there are certain issues that we have to ask the implementing organizations. For example, to what extent is the two-third inclusivity issue being put into place? To what extent is the austerity 30% reduction in expenses? To what extent has the debt bill, the wage bill, gone down? Has it reduced from the 12.06 trillion, for example? Where are we standing? What is happening with devolution and the 415 billion that has been sent into the counties? So it's lots of data. My lady, what is her name? Grace. Yeah? So these are the issues. And to put all this together is very, very important for you to get the right output product. So we do have now the output product, and we will share. We'll have various meetings with various stakeholders. We will share. In those issues that we are tackling, we're looking at what is the issue, what is the scope, and then we're asking what is the key indicator? What is the performance? What is the key performance indicator, the KPI? How will we know? For example, Mr. Bigambo has talked about the various legislation that has taken place. So, for example, if we're looking at the Election Offences Act amendment, we know this has already been passed in Senate. So we are going to say our key performance indicator is legislation assented to. If we cannot get to the finality of that key KPI, we're going to ask what is happening? Where is this piece of legislation stuck? And how do we unclog? And then how do we make sure that it is actually getting to the place where it can be assented to? And I'll let you know that in the various ministries that we have gone into to have stakeholder discussions with, many variant issues are rising, which are very, very key and very, very important. We're not just asking about the issues, we're asking about the challenges, so that we propose, because our report will cover both political issues, administrative issues. We can also propose various recommended actions that will help the various actions that are needed to take place, because what is our final outcome and output, that as implementing agencies and overseeing that implementation agenda, that the whole of the Nadco report is implemented to its full, and then also the 10-point agenda. So to the people of Kenya, to the young people, to the women, to the men, to the ones who are more advanced in age and the younger people, all these issues are issues we're tackling with, but most of the time, before you can get the data, you've got to prepare. And it's been an extensive preparation process, but from the output that we're able to get out of this, we'll be able to subsume the various areas and be able to give the data from the people who have given this data. We encourage Kenyans, especially those who are able to bring their memorandum, please do so to the Magadi room. We will really appreciate.
Chair,
and also, sorry. Sorry, and also just and also before that yeah, it's all right. So also when it comes to the various agenda that will be brought, we want to also indicate that we will have also there's an email address that has been given that will make it easy to collect the data.
Chair, do you have enough finances? Because we all know, and one of these indicated, do you have...
It is, and we have reached this stage where we are going out into the counties to do that. Some provisions have to be put in place before we can make a statement like this. Thank you. Yes.
My name is Luka.
Yes.
Kenyans would love to hear what is the status of implementation. You have 2 months in this.
Yes. Yes.
On a scale of 1 to 10.
Yes.
Where are we in terms of implementing the 10-point agenda?
Yes. Yes.
Back there, a senior official.
Yes.
The National Assembly Minority Leader.
Yes.
50% are already implemented.
Yes.
Is that the case?